Hi you guys! So me and Scott decided to tell our story over a video. I thought it would be nice for you guys to hear from Scott and get to know us a little bit because most of you guys haven't even met him. So he's going to tell his story here in a sec, a little bit more detailed. But basically my side of the story is that I met him about a year and a half ago, and we started dating over spring break. And over the span of a weekend, I realized that this man was everything that I ever prayed or dreamed for or hoped for in a husband. We did long distance for about a year until he asked me to marry him 2 months ago. And so we're getting married in 2 months. And I couldn't be more excited to celebrate with you guys and move with Scott to Honolulu, Hawaii, and start our new adventure. But I just wanted to say how thankful I am for you guys, and yeah, here's Scott.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Scott, and I'm Stina's fiance. I'm currently stranded on an island, as you can see, on my own beach, with my best friend chilling down there. And Stina wants me to be trendy and tell a story how we met. And our story begins in San Diego when we were there for team training, my team and I. And we were working night drills. And it was spring break for UNM 2015. And Stina wanted to hang out all week. She was in town with some of her friends in San Diego. And she was texting me all week, hey, let's hang out. I was like, Stina, I'm working nights. I can't hang out at all. So Monday, I was like, no, I can't. Tuesday, no, I can't. Wednesday, no. She would text me Thursday because she's like, oh, you're just gonna say no. Friday, I texted her like, hey, let's hang out because I got off work kind of early. She's like, sure, I'm at the beach in San Diego. I was like, oh, we're in San Diego. She's like, Del Mar. And I was like, that's not even in San Diego, Stina. So we left work down at Otay, and I drove 1.5 hours against traffic up to Del Mar to meet her. And she's like, hurry, my phone's about to die. And I was like, well, where are you on the beach? She's like, ooh, I'm by the pier, and you turn right, and I'll be like 800 meters, like half a mile down the way, close to the water. And then her phone cut out, and I was like, great, that's awesome. I've never hung out with her. I don't even know. She's way out of my league. She's super beautiful. And I was like, great, I don't even know her. I'd met her once at this point, and I was like, oh gosh. So I'm walking down the beach like an idiot, looking at everyone that I'm seeing. Everyone's like, man, why is this guy staring at everyone? And I finally see her. It took us like 30 minutes, and by this time it's like 8 o'clock at night. The sun is setting, and I finally meet her. And I was like, what are we gonna do? I haven't eaten dinner. She had eaten dinner. She's like, oh, we're gonna go to PB with some of my friends. And I was like, PB, that's literally, if you're familiar with San Diego, an hour to the south of Del Mar on a Friday night against traffic. So we hop in my minivan, a Chrysler Town & Country, if y'all are wondering. Tricked out, has all the buttons, had the V8 in it. And we're cruising down to Pacific Beach. And she's out with her friends, because her friends went to the house they were staying at the time. And we were just chilling, talking, having a grand old time. And yeah, so I'm almost at the exit for PB, and I'm pulling off, and then Stina's like, where are you taking me? I was like, we're going to PB, right? And she's like, you expect me to eat dinner in this? And then she's referring to her swimsuit. And I was like, well, you told me to take you to Pacific Beach. And she's like, yeah, after I change at my house. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't say anything, I wasn't mad. So then we drove all the way back up to Del Mar, and by this time it was like 9:30 at night or whatever, and we finally get to her house, like the house she was staying at. She gets changed real quick, and we get dinner, and we get to PB just as all the kitchens and the bars are closing. We're like, oh gosh, like we're never gonna get dinner. So I think we had some chicken fingers or something from like a fast food restaurant, and we stay at one of the bars at PB, and her friends finally come at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. It was super late, and their friends are like, oh, well, we've been out here for a while, so we're just gonna leave. And it was literally just Stina and I, and yeah, and we had a great time at the local there in PB, and we just kept talking and talking and talking, and I got to know her better and better, and I realized she told me her whole testimony, which was awesome. told her my testimony, which was less awesome than hers. And she thought she was super cool, having traveled Europe and all these places. And then when I told her all the places I've been and are about to go, she just wanted to be a part of it. And I was like, ooh, man, I wasn't expecting to get in a relationship. I had talked to God about it, and it's like, oh man, like, is this it? Is this for real or whatever? And then I thought Stina was always just way out of my league. I mean, she's taller than me, she's more beautiful, like, she's just perfect, and she's super loving and joyful. And for all my friends who know me, I'm Mr. like, just average Joe, not great at anything, not bad at anything, just kind of mellow and even keeled, I like to think. But yeah, didn't think I had a shot at Stina at all. And then we just kept talking. It was like 1, 2 o'clock at night, and I'm like, man, see, I gotta take you home because like it's getting late. And we just talked all night, and finally took her home. And it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and she's like, well, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, well, nothing. She's like, you want to go to the beach? I was like, sure. So I dropped her off, drove all the way back down to, Point Loma, where I was staying. And then at 7 in the morning, like 3 hours later, I woke up from Point Loma and picked her up in Del Mar, and we spent the day at Coronado Beach. And then I took her to, Stone Brewery that night, that Saturday. And from there, we were just set. We were 2 peas in a pod. And I never expected that we would start off so fast, and yeah, we just never stopped loving each other, and we're excited for what the future has to hold and the adventures we're gonna have, as this last year and a half has been one long, really exciting adventure. As you can see, I'm here in Guam, stranded on an island, and I'm about to depart Guam, pick up Stina, and we're gonna go to another island, and we're gonna do it all over again.